love Billy Ray like I love Miley. They're family. He's like a brother to me, and she's like a daughter.
Dolly Parton isn't just one of country music's most iconic faces. She's also a close friend of the Cyrus family. Dolly's even Miley's godmother. And even though Dolly values family privacy more than most people, she recently broke her silence about a pretty big thing going on in the Cyrus household. And her opinion is pretty shocking. Billy Ray Cyrus and his former wife Trish officially split up and filed for divorce in April of 2022. Billy Ray moved on pretty quickly, but his new choice of girlfriend was pretty weird for one major reason. His new love interest, Fire Rose, is only 4 years older than his daughter Miley. Dolly was recently interviewed about it, and she had some interesting things to say. Dolly said that she talks with the Cyrus family often. Billy Ray even did her Christmas special, The Mountain Magic Christmas. It was during the special that Dolly got the chance to meet Fire Rose. She said they were able to talk a lot and that Fire Rose seemed like a sweet girl. Dolly went on to clarify that she hadn't really talked much with Billy since he and Fire Rose announced their engagement in October of 2022. Still, Dolly said that the two of them remained very close. She said that she loves Billy Ray and Miley like they're her own family. Dolly said that Billy Ray is like a brother to her and that Miley is like the daughter she never had. In a way, it's a good thing that Dolly didn't throw too much shade on Billy Ray's new relationship. She probably didn't see a reason to cause a lot of drama, especially when the person interviewing her probably just wanted a more scandalous soundbite for clicks. Dolly also knows that Billy Ray's ex-wife Trish has moved on too. Trish confirmed her new relationship with Dominic Purcell on Miley's 30th birthday in November of 2022. Some people also pointed out that, in a way, Dolly said a lot when she called Fire Rose sweet. If you talk to someone for a while and then you can only describe them as sweet, it almost feels like there might be a lot that you're not saying. It's just such an inoffensive, polite way of basically saying nothing at all. Anyways, Billy Ray being engaged to someone half his age who is practically the same age as his daughter isn't even the only scandal swirling around the Cyrus household. And Dolly, who really is like family to him, seems to always be right in the middle of it all. Miley has apparently been really leaning on her godmother Dolly for support a lot during what's been an unusually stressful and chaotic chapter in her life. Not just because of her father, but because of Miley's own relationship woes. Miley and Dolly performed together to ring in 2023 on New Year's Eve in Miami. They've been close ever since Miley was a young star on Disney Channel. But now more than ever, Miley really needs Dolly nearby. Apparently, Miley isn't being as kind as Dolly about her dad's new fiancé. According to multiple sources, Miley has allegedly been extremely embarrassed about the whole situation. And you can't really blame her. The whole situation is really weird, and some have even described it as gross. As of now, Miley is apparently barely even speaking to her father. And there are supposedly people close to Miley who are really concerned about where she's been at through all of this. Because while Billy Ray and Fire Rose are living happily together in Tennessee, posting pictures together on social media, those closest to Miley apparently worry that she's becoming increasingly detached, leading to a lifestyle where she's left lost and alone. But that's when her godmother Dolly can help her out. Dolly has always been just a phone call away from Miley. Miley knows that she can always count on Dolly for anything, anytime. And Miley also knows that Dolly will be there for her no matter what. And that's especially helpful now considering Miley's open history with her intense struggles with mental health, including anxiety and depression. And that's especially helpful now considering Miley's open history with her intense struggles with mental health, including anxiety and depression. Just because you're rich and famous doesn't mean you're immune from the same struggles everyone has to go through sometimes. And Dolly knows that all too well, especially after all these years in the spotlight. Dolly has acknowledged that she's highly sensitive, and sensitive people are often the most at risk of becoming very depressed, often for what seems like no reason at all. Dolly is aware of that vulnerability, and she realized long ago that she's always been in a better place when she's given, which might be a real lifesaver for her goddaughter Miley. A source close to Miley said that whenever Miley is overwhelmed or stressed, she can just pick up the phone, talk to Dolly, and all her problems might not go away, but they become just a little bit easier to deal with. And it seems like Dolly has been getting plenty of phone calls from Miley over this Fire Rose situation. You really need to remember that the relationship with Fire Rose came just months after Miley's parents' divorce. It would be hard to see your parents dating anyone so soon after something so traumatic, but dating someone who is your age has to really mess with your head. Miley was understandably shocked that these two were hooking up, but the fact that Billy Ray escalated things and got engaged was probably too much, especially with such a flashy diamond that Fire Rose loves parading on social media. That was apparently a real kick in the teeth for Miley, and I'm sure Dolly's heard all about it. It kind of puts it in perspective while the only thing Dolly had to say was that Fire Rose was a sweet girl. It's also been reported that everyone close to the Cyrus family agrees that Billy Ray is acting like a fool, even if they won't necessarily say this to the press. They allegedly think that he's throwing his life and money away on Fire Rose. It seems that Miley's moving on from a relationship in a much healthier way, and Dolly had something to say about that as well. Miley recently released the song Flowers that seemed to be a very clear dig at her ex-husband Liam Hemsworth. Dolly was asked about the song, and she said that she was proud of Miley but wasn't sure if Miley actually wrote the revenge song. Dolly still clarified that even if Miley didn't fully write the song, which is common in country music, Dolly was still proud of her accomplishments as a singer-songwriter. And Dolly was sure that Miley had plenty to do with the song's creation. Miley is credited as a writer along with two other people, Gregory Alday Hine and Michael Pollack, and even since it came out, people have been speculating whether the song is about Liam, and it seems like it might be based on some of the lyrics. Dolly said that whether or not it's directly about Liam, it's natural for artists to take what they're going through and put it into their art. Dolly said that she's been doing the same thing for years. Overall, it really seems like Dolly has been a great source of support for Miley these past few months, and I'm sure that Miley is really grateful to have her in her life. But what do you guys think? Is Billy Ray's relationship with his new fiancé as embarrassing as Miley makes it out to be? And is Dolly Parton the best godmother ever?